we drive off, I look over at Vince and go, "Hey, what was the last thing you said you saw or noticed there?"
Oh, there's a few cameras.
That's GTA.
You didn't mention that earlier.
I thought it was basic knowledge. We were literally looking at the cameras when we were in the room.
No, I was looking at the cars. You were looking at the cameras.
Jesus, you just made me steal another car for you, you madman.
That's once again all Freddy's fault.
We've broken so many laws. That's another one.
It would have been funnier if you convinced him to pull out his gun and pointed at you guys and gestured to the car first, and he had done it. All right. So Freddie, you're not sure whose body this is, what the poor lady's like, but
Instead of my Grinch.
she's not gonna have a good time when she gets back into it.
I love it when we take over professionals' bodies. It's amazing what their careers happen.
Oh, well, can you just imagine, Tim, if you showed up and Anna's like, "Where have you been for the last couple of days?" And you're like, "I don't know." And she's like, "We've lost $3,000 from our bank account. What's going on?" You're like, "I don't know. We have all these fucking
hungry.
Where's the car?
I don't know." And then you find it and it's all fucked up and stuff. It's like,
Look, I got 37 fucking messages from my work. What are these messages? Jesus, I gotta go up for fucking sexual harassment charges? Jesus Christ! What the fuck happened? I stole a car?
They have you on tape doing it. And then you're fucking in your insane asylum going, "I don't know what happened." And they're treating you for schizophrenia. Oh, that'd be a hard one to explain. Tim, reduce your hand a little bit, would you?
Oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
So, yeah, Freddie, it looks like this investigation is just barely staying on the rails. You kind of feel like in the second Indiana Jones movie when they're doing the minecart ride and the carts were just barely staying on the fucking rails and ready to shoot off into the fucking space. And go, ah!
Too bad this isn't Indiana Jones.
I play Insight.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty insightful.
Only I had a limited retrieve.
You have a limited retrieve?
If only I had one.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. Put the Insight on top. You never know.
It is on top.
There we go. Boop. All right. So that
Are you going to ask me or find out the information yourself? I know you're going to ask me. Which tree are you looking at?
The body tree.
Ooh, the body tree. What's your highest ranking one you've got in there?
Looks like body armor.
Okay, your next one up, I will copy paste it. Stone stance.
Cool.
I'm not sure what you're going for in here, but you're working your way up.
No clue. It's the only tree I've got going up, so fuck it.
Okay, there you go. Hmm.
10 magic points. Jesus Christ.
I mean, how good is it?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you guys ride around as he goes, I think I know how to do another spell. And you're like, I don't give a fuck. You made me steal a car, man.
Oh no, we're beyond fun at this point.
Yes.
Stealing another car is just whatever. Okay.
Well,
No. You're beyond fun.
No, because you're in the car with me.
Right now, you're thinking that the case is so far off the rails that it's pretty much a race at this point. In fact, you're not even sure if you could finish the case or if the cops would catch you before you can. You're pretty much racing to try to get the case finished before the cops can fucking close the net on you.
Okay, let's just say if we do solve the case, they're still going to come after.
All right, so let's go back and fucking hard question the big guy, because he's the only thing that matches the fucking description. It's bigger than me, it's bigger than you, it's bigger than everybody.
Well,
so it's this big, huge guy. Now, who's to say the big guy didn't just fucking confront the guy and started yelling at each other and just fucking started walking after him?
You're thinking that from having seen and felt the big guy, no, it'd be like Logan going after young fit men and trying to bully them. It's not going to end well for Logan.
It had to be one of the dogs.
Here, pull up the Party City or some casting place. I have an idea. Nothing can go wrong.
What's the idea?
He won't pull over.
Yeah, here, go to Halloween City or whatever it's
No,
called.
tell me the idea first.
No, we all get like little kids or whatever lab coats. We just like make fake IDs or just like write doctor on our ID cards. Walk in, just act like we're normal.
They've seen our faces.
Yeah, that's why we get like the little mask with like the mustache, the nose, glasses.
Save me.
You do realize you can also get like a face mask. I don't know. Use your imagination.
I have none.
Everybody just stares at you.
Nothing can go wrong.
Hey, when you guys get sick of this, I can solve it, but we're gonna lose hero points.
No. No, we're not. No. No. All right.
Look, my idea.
So
Hey.
there was also a
You're pretty convinced the fat guy doesn't know anything other than, what you found out.
Let's
Plus,
check his computer to look at what his other contacts were, who his other contacts were, other people who knew him.
I've given you all the information that you have found that is any way possibly pertinent to the case. You've got that information.
He wasn't drunk.
it wasn't
Rolling on
done.
the street. Who was the driver? We got to find out the driver. We need to know who the driver was and see if the driver has any connection to him.
Unfortunately,
No,
that
that doesn't make
information's
any
all
sense.
back with the cops.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
No.
Because he clearly fell off the fucking thing. Why would he be
did he
stumbling
fell-
through the
did he-
fucking trees?
Hmm. Well, Charlie did say he saw some weird-ass creature that looked like, a
A
squirrel.
homeless man who
Yeah.
drinks.
What if it was fucking Charlie who did it? Nah, it wasn't Charlie.
No,
That'd be rather amazing.
Now,
but just because he drinks doesn't mean that he didn't actually see what he saw.
You know, we could grab old fucking Charlie and you could sober him up.
Well, that could.
He wasn't
Although I
drunk
think-
last time you guys got him. He wanted to be
Still
drunk,
did.
though.
He's still a bit crazy, though.
Yeah,
Can't really
that's,
help him with
that,
that.
that- that's a
Well,
whole
that's-
separate
yeah, That's a
problem.
problem. We're not fucking.
Yeah, if you have an anti-crazy spell, that would be nice.
question: when we saw like a picture of dead Charlie, did he look anything similar to Crazy Charlie?
Dead Charlie? What?
What? You've
Okay,
not seen a
Charlie.
picture of dead Charlie.
Hey, Vince, let me in the back seat.
All right, am I having the driver's seat then?
Yeah, I switched seats.
Right.
Nothing.
They begin a moving Chinese fire drill.
Okay.
All right,
Alright.
basic info,
You
willpower.
get kicked in the
times
face
3.
17 times while it's happening.
Fail. Willpower times 3.
And then
Fail.
he starts looking like he's trying to
Willpower
take a
times
shit in
3.
the back seat.
There we go.
He
Where
goes,
to?
"Ugh."
So,
He's got the vein jutting out of his head and shit.
As soon as I see him doing this, I immediately try to find somewhere super private that there's no other vehicles around.
There's no time! There's no time!
play that card.
And the guy next to you who's sitting in the passenger seat is going like this, like he's one driving, but it's an invisible steering wheel. It's freaking you out, Freddy. What if he's really got the real steering wheel and your real steering wheel is not real? It's fake.
Where are we right now?
You're driving down a fucking crowded street that's slow-moving traffic.
Oh,
You seem to be lost.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thanks. I yelled back at him through the window. Vic, no.
What? Now, well, the good news is I didn't
Taxi driver's like, lady, are you all right? Are you gonna be sick?
What taxi driver? We're in a car.
Oh, that's right. You stole the car. Never mind.
Yeah, we're in our own fucking car.
Yeah, you're in your own car. You're fine.
Vic,
Are you sure you're still not drunk?
don't cast any spells when there's people around.
Cast it.
You're gonna do agents.
I fucking lie down in the fucking leg spot.
Okay, sure. So long as they don't see you, it's fine.
All right, I lie down in the leg spot. There, better? Everybody okay? Everybody good?
Fine.
That failed one uses up 5 magic points. Do you have enough to continue?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, the willpower rolls don't take anything. It's just when you actually try to cast a spell that takes it.
All right. So no, that would fucking drain all my spell points.
That would give you unconsciousness for 8 hours, which is the best way to get a full night's sleep. What?
I won't drain all of them. Can you help me with that, Freddy, or do I need to fucking spend a pause here?
Why do you need to spend a pause?
Fair enough.
You only have 5 hero points, 5 magic points.
Well, no, I've used 5. That leaves me with 8, which is not enough to cast that spell.
If I pull over, yes, I can help you.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
He doesn't pull over. He just keeps
Hey, let's go through the. Let's go. Hey, they got a car wash. Let's go through the car wash.
At the car wash.
Sure, we'll go to the car wash.
The car washes have gotten a lot less fucking funky than when you were around, Vic. Now you just put a bunch of money into a slot and then they pull forward slowly and then the car gets grabbed and dragged through there and there's no people who run around singing or anything. It is super unfunky.
All right, let's go.
And then he begins going.
Are you okay back there?
We're all just fucking yelling.
Everybody's
He's
being
like,
speaking in
"What's going on?"
tongues.
Come on, why is it not rolling?
It's fucking slow as shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come up. I pressed the button, but it's not.
I will juggle a tree. I've got the juggle.
No,
I'm gonna jostle it. I'm jostling it. I want to jostle it. It still hasn't rolled. I'm jostling it. I'm going in. Jostle.
Would you fucking roll it already? Jesus.
It's not rolling.
It's spinning up a new sandbox.
All right, let me do it this way. Fail.
Meanwhile, the other universe.
All right, willpower's good.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
You make 6 back.
All right, here we go again. Yep.
It lays on the floor, writhing around.
Yes.
Don't forget checking willpower, by the way.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, and now the spell. There's no way I'm fucking get it to go. Yeah, no. Fuck no.
It just shows, as you guys are pulling through, it just shows like bloody chunks hit all the windows. Now let's see what the fumble card says. That's what would happen to Logan.
I'm very tempted to spend one for this, but
Don't spend a pause for that.
No,
all right, what?
No more running until somebody spends 2 minutes first aiding your back and needs to succeed.
All right.
Don't worry. I got it. I'm
No. I've seen your medicine. No.
Yeah, I've seen yours. I felt yours.
And
They begin arguing about who's the better doctor when you go, oh, my back, and they're like,
All right, who do you want? Me or Vin?
Chiropractor.
well, you're still going through the car wash while all this is happening.
Yeah.
At the car wash.
By the time, if somebody starts doing, and you're trapped you're behind the steering wheel, and you know, if you climb into the back.
Can I, after the card is read, can I spend the point?
No, then you just get a new fumble card.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't get to re-roll then.
No,
That's fine.
you just get a new fumble card because the fumble
Oh,
is
I
like
won't fix you. It's fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay.
Aren't you in the driver's seat though?
So if you wanted to leave the driver's seat and go first aid him in the back, you could, but then you're convinced that somebody else will take the driver's seat. Okay.
And I'll pull over the side of the road somewhere.
Oh, there's a big parking lot here.
Yeah, sure. I'll pull over there.
Okay.
Get out and fix them.
All right.
All right, lie on your stomach and let me massage your back.
All right.
Vince, do you want to help me?
Sure.
Or if you wanted to, you could hop in the driver's seat and drive off while he's outside of the car. So
first aid or medicine.
Roll to support. You begin pulling on his legs.
It's first aid.
All right, first aid. There it is.
If you pull too hard, his legs may both come off. No, they don't.
+5.
Okay, great. You're at the +5 there. Yeah. You get a check in first aid, Vince.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're all better now.
Yeah. Thanks. Feel better. Can you hook me up another drain that battery?
You're done with that spell for the day, my
Here,
boy.
have a beer.
Well, that's what I was asking about the fucking hero point for. God damn it, once again.
Don't
No,
worry,
you fumbled.
a new day
No,
will dawn soon.
You fumbled the spell, so you can't cast it.
Yes, look, this is vital information. So when you fumble a spell and you want to play the spell again, this is the point where you go, yes, you spend your hero point so you can keep casting that, Freddy. You don't go, just fucking don't. Just go with that.
I didn't know you wanted to cast it.
What do you think I've been doing this whole fucking time, trying to cast the spell?
I thought you were just laying him back, writhing around, getting used to your new feminine form.
All right.
Wait,
Aren't
okay.
you supposed to be solving a case or something?
You have a murder to solve it. Or potential murder. Who knows?
It's a suicide.
Just I look up into the sky and just say, why me?
Ooh, hold on a minute. Where's the... hold on a minute. Let me find it. As you look up into the sky...
Here's the biplane with the sign.
It says, fuck you. That'd be a hell of a good biplane. There it is. You look up in the sky and you see what is loading in right below the discard pile. It's almost like you can see shapes in the clouds.
Hey.
Damn you.
Best pictures ever. So, what do you guys want to do now?
Let's go over what we know. The guy was out at night. He ran recklessly off a cliff, twisted his ankle, and got ran over by a car. He was being followed by some other thing.
Let's go canvass that neighborhood.
Okay. Sure.
You guys head over to the neighborhood. There's first thing you notice as you're getting ready to park somewhere is there's a police car in front of the deceased guy's house, and the front door is open, and there's no cops in the car.
Perfect. Let's just take their car.
Yeah, not his house.
Right. I just
his
wanted to point out because that's in the neighborhood. You notice that.
Right. I want to go like from the jogging path to the neighborhoods, like jogging path.
Oh, I think you've been through some of that. go through the rest. Fortunately, you don't have to jog, although there are other joggers and stuff.
All I want to do is loudly go, "Ark, ark," and then listen.
You hear a really high-pitched yappy dog somewhere trying to fucking challenge you.
I listen for different barking.
No, just the high-pitched
All right.
yappy dog.
So much for the theory of somebody's dog jumped the fence, chased him.
Didn't you get other addresses with the?
Yeah, there was just a Skyline address that we haven't checked out yet.
All
That
right,
we found.
Up the skyline.
It's called the Skyline.
Right, you guys leave that neighborhood before the cops notice the people that maybe they're looking for, maybe they're not, and head over to Skyline, and there you get to meet up with a guy who is identified as Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson looks like that.
Okay.
And yes, he's happy to meet you, and he says, "How may I help you, officers?"
Hello, yes, my name is Officer Z. This is my colleague, Officer Zal, Officer Zoo. Can you, we're looking into the death of Charles Mayweather, and we were wondering if you could answer some questions for us.
I really don't know anything that will help you, but I'm happy to be of any kind of assistance you would like.
Thank you.
There was a lot of people who were probably wishing Henry harm, I'm sure.
Do you have any dogs on the
Or
premises?
Charles harmed.
Do
Dogs?
you have any dogs on the premises?
I have a bad allergy.
Ah, then you're in luck.
You don't have any.
They don't have any dogs.
No. Any special kinds of dogs you're looking for?
Large dogs.
Large dogs.
No, we were looking into it at one point. I think I know where you're going with this. A very muscular type of dog. The Army gave us $5 million to try to develop, and we tried a couple dozen different approaches, but every attempt came out stillborn or non-viable, and then they cut off our funding. You can't kill anybody with a super dog that doesn't exist.
Right. Who had access to those dogs?
There was none that actually made it into the walking stage, if that's what you're thinking.
Who had access to the research?
Military, it's all highly classified.
Yes, but the people here. Who here?
Also highly classified.
What is your relationship with Meriwether Genetics?
We don't have any sort of relationship with them. If you're trying to figure out who killed Charles, I heard that he died in his funerals today. Just make a list of everybody he's ever patent jacked.
So you're saying he steals stuff from other people often?
Well, okay, you're a startup, you have a brilliant idea, but no money. Then he says, hey, I'll give you money in exchange for the shares in the company and seats on your board. And once he has a controlling interest, bang, he liquidates the company, sells off the assets, mostly to himself. He's stolen the hopes and dreams of dozens of brilliant inventors.
Anybody in the area that you know of?
In the area? No.
Does he still, well, did he own Meriwether Genetics?
He does own Meriwether Genetics.
Is that a recent acquisition?
Not sure on that.
So I'll be right back.
All right. Do you jog often?
Mostly at the gym. I work on the treadmill. I find it helps relax me and keep me sharp.
Yeah. It's definitely
like
good for
what you see, I can tell. But I'm sorry, I am spoken for.
All right, Freddie.
Abe says,
Let's go back to the car.
he
Thank you, Mr.
shows you
Johnson,
out.
for your assistance.
Happy to be of any help. I'm sorry I couldn't
Um,
be of more help. We're always happy
You
to
have a
help out.
number we can contact you if we need any.
He says,
any
here's my
help.
business card.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
We
we'll go
leave.
back to the car.
You guys
Get to
are
the
back
car.
in the car. You've got
Freddie,
your third member
You have
stuff
this
in the
guy's
back.
computer.
Yes.
What all files have you looked through on this guy's thing? Recent acquisitions, people he's fucked over, anyone he's fucked over in this region, companies in the area that he's recently checked over, and then cross-reference those to people who may actually live in this area.
Logan, did I see anything of interest when I was looking? Or should I
Roll.
look again?
You've
Do
never
it now.
really actually looked before.
No.
I'll do it.
Just give me a simple computer usage roll.
I
and
was
all-
really fucking drunk when you came across that computer. I'm a little bit more on my game right now. Take
Okay.
the computer.
Good news,
It's
Freddie.
info.
You find nothing else in the computer relevant to the case.
Okay. Although, there's probably stuff in his house.
You found
Nothing.
nothing at all in his
Nothing
house
at his
Oh,
house.
nothing.
relevant to the case after thoroughly searching that bitch
Okay.
and trashing part of it and even peeing off the back porch. Got you no new information. And believe me, not a lot of
Who the fuck peed off the
investigators.
back porch? What
Not a
the
lot of
fuck?
investigators go through the extra step of peeing off of the back porch. That
Um,
shows a dedication to duty right there.
So here's what I'm thinking right now. I might be wrong, obviously, but I'm thinking that maybe Mayweather Genetics found out that Charles was planning to liquidate, and they took care of him accidentally. One of their dogs got loose.
Right. We need evidence and links to that evidence.
All right.
If
How
you
do
can't
you?
find who he fucked over recently, can you search the internet? It might not be on his phone, but it might also be news, something the news, like acquisitions, such and such company taken over, blah, 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 blah.
Sure. Let's go to a internet cafe. I'll have a look.
Yes, they have internet cafes. Oh boy, what a fucking business idea that was for about 5 minutes. You guys head into one, pay
And
a
I'm
little
not
bit.
using his computer. I'll use one of theirs.
Yes, I understand. His computer doesn't have the internet anyway. You got-
It should, but okay.
yeah, doesn't like it. No, it doesn't have it hooked up to it. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you guys go. This is before the days of everybody has free internet for you to use, so that's why the
Fair enough.
internet cafe. But yeah, you easily
do research on him,
Yeah,
and then do research on his companies, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Unfortunately, give me research roll, or if you, Freddie's already made his computer use. If you other two would like to make your computer use, then you may make a
I'm gonna
research roll.
help Rick with his computer.
You guys, okay, you can do a supporter because you know that they're gonna fuck it up. See,
Okay.
Victor doesn't know what a computer is. He's like looking for the ribbon that goes into it.
Hard quarter.
Victor
All
and I
right.
can share.
The other one, Victor's reading over your shoulder as he's giving up on his. So
So
Vince
research.
and Freddie give me research rolls, and Vic gets to look over your shoulders because that's the downside of being from the before the computers were born time. Right.
All right.
You guys do excellent research. He has not fucked over anybody recently. In the past, there's a lot of different shit that's like, yeah, he legally fucked over people, and yes, they're all upset and butthurt. But recently, nothing seems to tie into this case. No giant fucking dogs and shit. It's very frustrating for you. You don't know what's going on. You suspect that the case may be completely off the rails. Or something.
And when did he purchase Mayweather Genetics?
Long ago, and in a galaxy
Long ago.
far, far away, yes. A
So
couple
he's
years
owned
ago.
it for a while.
Yeah.
So now do research on everyone else we've met.
All right, let's do research on the doctor, Jane,
All those people are snowy fucking clean and shit. Everybody is happy. They hold hands singing around Kumbaya. You just don't understand what's going on here. You are not finding any links into your case.
I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Events, I'm open for suggestions.
Well,
Two suggestions.
Question: what day of the week? What did he go jogging at night? Or let me rephrase that. Oh, what day did he die?
Oh, you did find something. Everybody take a card. I'll give one to TJ. You did find something that might be interesting, might not. Apparently, there's a news article. Here, let me slip one in TJ's hand to irritate him and frustrate him into that. He has been funding another company called Stapleton Innovations. You're not sure if that's relevant or anything like that, but it doesn't look like he's doing his usual thing with that company, though, and like buying up the stake in the company and then fucking it over and all that.
What kind of company is it?
They work for and also they've been getting a lot of the patents that this guy has, his patent jack. They work on all kinds of shit for the government. Pretty much government contractor, and there the information really dries up because the government doesn't want anybody to know exactly what they're up to.
So a lot of the patents that he's stolen end up being owned by them.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What was the name? Stapleton?
Stapleton Innovations. They innovate staples.
Freddie, you want an Insta hero?
Don't you want that? I mean, I'll take it if you don't want it, but...
I have plenty.
I mean, that's very kind of you, sure. I mean, honestly, I would just play it if I were you. I don't know why you're not just playing it.
Already then.
Yeah, just play it. Eesh.
Didn't you use like 8 hero points earlier?
No.
Oh.
No, I got...
My imagination then.
Yeah. If I was down a lot, sure, but no, I'm not.
I thought you were down a lot.
It's usually TJ, but he stupidly spends his hero points, so it's best not to give him any more.
Yeah.
So...
Hero points.
Stapleton Inventions.
And give me another research roll for something else here.
Wow.
Roger Stapleton is in charge of Stapleton Divisions, and that is this guy's before this guy died, but cousin. Hence, he is related to the guy who died and the guy you were talking to at the very beginning.
I'll say it, okay. So he owns the company.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Robert, you said?
Roger,
sorry. So Roger owns Stapleton Industries.
no, Stapleton Innovations.
Stapleton, India.
Not Stapleton, India. That's a whole different subsidiary. That's their branch in India. He owns Stapleton Innovations, which is the U.S. Head company.
Roger owns Stapleton Industries.
No, Stapleton Industries is a completely different company. Stapleton Innovations is the company he owns.
Okay. Roger owns Stapleton Innovations.
Yes.
Charles was funneling, quote unquote, the patents that he took into the company.
Yes.
Probably getting paid for that, I assume. Or maybe they were working together, something. All right. That's a lead at least.
Oh, it's all legal.
Yeah,
It's
obviously.
not really moral, but it's legal.
All right.
As you continue down the rabbit hole of we don't know what the fuck is going on. And that company is across town.
Yeah. It's not that far away then.
Well, it's still in Chicago, but Chicago's kind of a big place. Because in America, they like to spread out their cities because they were like, look at all the land. And Native Americans were like, we're kind of living here. So much land.
All for the taking.
Exactly. America. Have you watched, Vince, have you watched Team America?
No.
Put that on your list. You'll enjoy it. You are the right age to get a kick out of that as well. And if your dad asks you, I didn't tell you to watch it.
What's
Team
it called?
America.
Team America?
It is
Right.
funny as shit. You'll be like, puppets, but believe me, these are the funniest puppets you've ever seen in your life. It's the guys who made South Park. They made it. There you go. That's some fucking motivation for you there.
Yeah. Oh, accidentally.
Cousin.
The cousin.
America. Ooh, fuck yeah.
Exactly. That's where that comes from.
Mhm.
You'll enjoy it. And here's Tim.
Nah.
Hey, come over here. I have information.
All right.
He pulls you on your rolling chair closer to him.
So there's this company called Stapleton Innovations that's owned by Charles's cousin, Roger.
Uh-huh.
And apparently Charles was funneling a lot of the patents that he'd totally legally stolen into this company.
Oh, sorry. I'm lagging really bad. So.
Oh, we're all like, "Aye."
I thought you wanted to wave. I waved back. Yeah.
Oh, no. It's like I went to go wave, and it's like my hand was still over here, and then I have a hand over here and a hand over here.
Mm.
Oh,
So what do you make of that?
I can make a hat. I can make a boat. I can make a pterodactyl.
What can't he make?
I mean, I guess we could go meet them, or you could do research on the brother, find out if he lives right around here.
Well, I know the company's across town.
Uh-huh.
I don't. Okay, can I find the cousin's address? Is it publicly listed? Probably not.
No. Hi, I'm Rich, and may have had something to do with your patent jacking. Here's my address in case you'd like to seek a bloody, horrible vengeance upon me or my family.
We can go to the
He's not
company
Iron Man.
and ask some questions, but
Okay.
if they are involved, I'm not sure if they want to talk to the cops, so to speak. And the angle they're approaching.
All right. Are we going to be a stripper, Graham?
I thought we already were.
This should be fun watching you guys come up with an angle as you're sitting in your fucking stolen car. Hello, we're the police, but we like to steal things.
I mean, we could just go ask police, but
You could also check the area to see if there's been any if there's like a animal control and see if a dog's been picked up.
They usually don't publicize the animal control things because the PETA people get all bent out of shape because they take all the animals they collect and to a giant incinerator and dump them in.
all right, well, how about this? I want to go on the quote-unquote dark web, see if there's any rumors been spread around this company being involved in shady genetic animal testing.
Give me a research role. It's not even really the dark web. It's bulletin boards
Yeah.
and shit. Sure.
But huh?
Oh my God. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's definitely fucking aliens. They are working with the UFO people who have given them DNA from other species and stuff, and they're working on injecting it into the corn. Not just the corn, but the corn, and they're feeding that to animals, and it's causing them to mutate, and they eat iron. And the whole purpose of this is for Xenu from Scientology. He is working on depleting the iron, and then the animals, when they shit it out, it comes in the handy iron bricks and stuff, and these will be used to make a new spaceship to get all the souls back to Xenu. But you wanted to go into conspiracy theory.
Actually, what is happening?
It'd be funny if that was all fucking true also. It doesn't sound any crazier than the theories of what's going on in the world. He just sighs. He sighs a lot, you've noticed.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's fucking go to this company and see if we can talk to this Roger guy.
As strippers or what?
I mean, strippers probably a bad idea.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard any better ideas than police officers. So, police officers, you know.
All right, so you guys decide, fuck it, we'll go as cops. And you guys go and show up. He is happy to meet up with the cops. Anything he can do to help out the police and stuff, especially when it's revealed that you're working on finding his cousin's murder. And he's busy watching a video right now when you guys walk in. And move map.
Or is that just Logan?
Hold on, I'm trying to move the map.
Okay.
We've bungled into potentially the right direction.
Maybe.
The map will move. Fuck it, I'm starting up the spin box again. Die, spin box, die.
I'm really slow today. I don't know why.
Die, spin box, die. Move map. Yeah. There you go. Here's the guy you're meeting with. Here's another picture of him that you can see. He looks like a happy person.
All right.
That video is playing in the background on a loop and stuff. It appears to be some sort of large dog-like electronic thing that's following him around.
Oh my God.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh
sake.
my God. Oh my God.
Are you all right,
Oh
miss?
my God. I just walk up to the fucking tape recorder. Is there like a disc in there or something that's playing?
You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know what the fuck's making it play.
Is there a VCR?
No.
I sit back down and look dejected.
He says, "How can I help you, officers?" He's like, "Oh my God!" He goes, "Somebody get her something to drink quickly." They bring you some sparkling water.
Yes, we're just questioning all the close relatives and family of them.
I am completely devastated by my cousin's loss. Words cannot express my despair.
Black Water.
Boom, critical.
He seems like he's hiding a lot of pain and sorrow.
I'm gonna go have a smoke.
She really smokes a lot, you think, as he gets up and wanders out. Could you show her out? He asks one of his assistants, who hurries to try to catch up to, and shows him trying to go down the wrong thing. It's like, this way, and they take you outside.
I fucking double over and go, oh, bathroom. And I start running away from the person. Like,
They chase you. Right.
Fucking door open.
The problem you're running into is all the doors have like calculators attached to the outside. So apparently they do a lot of math here to where they need calculators every few feet. And the doors all seem to be locked.
I need a bathroom now, quick.
Eventually, you get directed to a bathroom, but yeah, for some reason, you don't know why you've never seen so many calculators in your
Does
life.
this person I'm with go through any doors that have one of those?
No, she takes you straight to the bathroom. She's really worried for you. She even hangs out in there, talks to you and stuff, to make sure you're okay while you're in the stall.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Each lab has got its own fucking.
Does no one walk through one of those doors while I'm present?
Give me a luck roll at half. Maybe some guy will come out and you can charge in and take a shit on his desk.
Luck roll. Flip back over to this page. Yeah. 6.
Don't go in there, she says, as you charge into a lab, and the guy goes, what? As you charge past him in there.
I don't charge past him. I look in, though. I definitely do that.
Oh, okay. It looks like they have all these different colored. They look like CDs, even though I don't think your character has an idea of what CDs are. They're not 8-tracks though. Different colored discs, and they seem to be working on polishing them with some sort of weird machine. And then they go and they put them, and they're looking at them under really fancy microscope looking things. And the guy's like, "Oh, don't go in there, miss. It's very delicate."
I'm terribly sorry. I turn around and go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and I bump into whoever I'm with.
You have a choice of bumping into the scientist guy or into the lady guy.
Scientist.
Okay. Right. Are you going for pockets or right? You feel him up. He goes,
Hold on.
He goes, "Excuse me, miss." You didn't get anything, but you definitely felt him up. He looks shocked.
Oh, take a deep first.
That's fine. All right. I go outside, have a smoke. I need to smoke. I need to calm my nerves.
Let's go to the bathroom first, she says, just to make sure everything's okay. She hurries you off. Meanwhile, back in the land of the more sane.
When was the last time you saw Charles?
Probably a month ago.
And what was your relationship like? Did you get along? Did you have any?
We were closer than brothers.
Okay. And did he work for you? Did he? What?
He worked with me.
With you?
Yes. Even though I'm in charge of this company on paper, I always considered him to be a full partner.
Okay. And what kind of stuff did he do for you?
They would help out by securing patents and whatnot of companies that had some vision but no money and no real way to get it off the ground. Ideas, people, you know.
I understand.
Yes.
And
because remember, it's not the idea you come up with, but it's can you execute it and bring it to market. That's what really matters in this world.
And of the patents that he had brought to you, have any of the original creators come after you at all?
Of course. Of course. I mean, you're talking in court and such. There's always people who are upset with the way that things work, but
perhaps a bit more aggressively?
Well, we were sued 3 times by one person, but he discovered double jeopardy means no, you can't.
And has
he
anyone
brought a very strong civil action, if that's what you're referring to.
Has anyone actually threatened violence towards Charles?
Oh, I'm sure that they have, but these aren't the kind of people who would do violence.
I understand.
I mean, these are scientists, and, you know, not violent. We don't work with the criminal element typically. It does a cut to the camera, just settles on the car. It's like, and then back to you.
So, I look over to the TV. That's a interesting.
Oh, sorry about that. He turns it off.
No, I've been meaning to get a toy for my
Oh,
sister's
no, this
son.
is something that we're working on for the military. It's like a pack mule. It's used to carry gear by the soldiers into battle.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
So it's not a toy that one can buy for their kids, darn.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Cut to this lady's kids. Where's mommy? And the father's like, I don't know.
and is that a recent acquisition that you
No,
had?
that's something we've been working with for quite a while. We've shipped them all off, though, about 5 weeks ago to the Army Proving Grounds.
You've shipped them off already to the Army.
5 weeks ago.
I see. And have they all been tested?
Well, the ones that they received, yes.
And the other ones?
There was only one. It never arrived for some reason.
It never arrived.
No.
And it was set to go to the military.
Yeah, we sent it to the military. How they didn't get it is a mystery to me. I wanted to go to the police, but we were ordered not to. Some government agents came and did interviews, and that's the last we heard from them. The entire project is classified. I think you can appreciate it. I'd like to talk about it, but I'm not allowed to.
One question.
Certainly.
Is there any beacon or tracking ship that you can locate this robot?
No, unfortunately, if there was, we would have tracked it down by now. But don't worry, there's only a very limited number of people that have the codes and whatnot that can make it work.
Can you give us a list of those people? We'd like to talk to them.
He passes a list of a couple hundred people over, eventually.
What do you mean by make it work?
Well, it has codes and stuff in it, so unless you have that, you see the other lady and a very nervous-looking personal assistant come in. You see Vic come back in. He smells like smoke again. It's either smoke, booze, or both.
Probably both.
Well,
With a
not
little
yet.
vomit.
He hasn't had a chance to get tanked up yet, which is good for you guys.
He'd probably find a way.
Alright.
What happened to the cool dog video?
Oh, sorry. Did you want me to turn it back on? It's not that great. It's just me walking with it following me. We're testing its basic
We were
mobility.
just discussing how they seem to have misplaced one of their dogs that they'd sent to the military.
Well, we sent it to them, but they never got it.
So that thing operates all by itself?
Well, it's a semi-autonomous thing. It's like a fire and forget missile. You have it lock on the target, and then it goes. Unless you're having it just carry your gear, of course.
How would you operate it?
There's various control pads and whatnot where you can input the data. They were sent with the dogs, of course.
How?
What?
Go ahead.
What do you mean by locking on the target?
Once it has correctly identified the target, say a terrorist or something like that, then you can say, go get him, boy, and it will go after that individual and use the most advanced algorithms in facial recognition of the year 2000 in order to make sure that it has completely the right target, or perhaps a small child that gets its way, and terminate with extreme
I thought you said
prejudice.
these were pack mules.
They are mostly pack mules, but they do have other functionality. The military insisted. But again, I can't really discuss them.
I understand.
Mhm.
What provider did you use to send these?
Well, we used DHL.
Can we have the shipping details that you used?
I'm sorry,
then
that's
contact
classified.
That's classified.
Military has all that information.
Can you give us the contact details of the base that they were sent to?
Ooh, I don't think you'll get anywhere with them.
We're trying to track down this one missing dog.
The government's already working on that. There's nothing you need to worry about.
I'm sure
with that.
they'll appreciate a little bit more help.
I don't think you know the government like I do.
So,
where were you on the unfortunate day?
Oh, he says, I just got back. I was out grouse hunting.
With who?
Oh, I was by myself. I like to get out into nature, experience what makes me a man. The manliness that comes into going off and shooting a small bird with a large bore shotgun it's something that only a man can understand.
while the two of them are talking, Logan, I'm slowly combing through the list of people that he gave me.
No names that you're familiar with are on there.
Is his name on the list?
Of course.
Okay.
He continues describing the feeling of manliness from blasting away at the small, unsuspecting bird with this huge shotgun from cover. Or perhaps even some sort of stand set up with urine and things like that and pheromone laces to attract it so that he doesn't have to get up.
Who all was involved when it got loaded up and shipped out?
The people in shipping and receiving.
May we speak to them?
Of course, the government agents already have. I think you're probably just wasting your time.
Well, we'd like to do a follow-up just in case.
All right. You go down, you talk to a couple of warehouse workers who look grateful that they're able to take some time out of being on their feet and doing shit and driving around and stuff, but they also look annoyed because they know that they'll probably have to work overtime to compensate for any time that you're talking to them.
All right.
How did you guys originally receive the dogs or whatever they are?
The scientist guys brought them down here in big boxes. We didn't actually see them because they're classified.
Who brought them down?
Scientists. Their names are on the list, says Merriweather, who's sticking with you guys like glue, as is his personal assistant, who's keeping a really, really close eye on Vic. And you notice she's discreetly got a fucking large plastic bag with her that she's kind of trying to keep hidden. Oh God, she says she fucking fluffs it up. Are you all right?
Hey, Tim.
She kind of discreetly.
Tim, you might need it. I know what you're like. You might need that.
Is it a critical hero point replenish card?
No, it's something.
Oh.
It's a bomb.
All right, so okay, so you.
They brought down some big boxes and they said, "Hey, you guys, we want these sent over to that place which name shall not be spoken aloud." And we said, "Okay." And they said, "Make it happen." And we said, "Fine." And we wrote up the shipping label and stuck it to it. And then DHL came and they took them away.
Back up. Who was responsible for packaging them up?
They were already packaged when they got here. We put them into bigger boxes, though.
Who packaged up the little boxes?
The scientist guys.
All right. Who? Take us to them.
I turned to Vince.
He just shrugs like, I don't know who the fuck they are. There's hundreds of people that work here, sir. Man.
Yeah. Well, I can tell that you guys lose shit all the time here.
They look at each other like, they give each other the "what has she heard" look, and then look at you, and then they look at the big boss of the company who goes, "Do you?" They pale. No. They look around. We can get you the shipping records.
Yes, please.
But they're classified.
We're not going to take them with us.
Give me a fast talk roll. That may work.
Blackwater.
All right, they let you see them. The reason they're classified is they're shipping them to somewhere called Area 51.
Don't care about where to. Just want to know who packaged and handed it off to them.
Yeah, according to the stuff, it was you're down to like 4 different scientists that dealt with the packaging.
All right, let's go to those 4.
Cut 2. Those 4 in a room, 2 guys, 2 girls. They look unhappy. Why are we here? We've got projects to do. God, the boss is here. Who are these ladies? I don't know.
Incredibly expensive pieces of machinery went missing from this facility, and you're the last 4 people to have touched it, which means one of the 4 of you said they had the item, but didn't.
Look, miss, the government has already questioned us on this extensively. We didn't know anything about it. Maybe it got lost in the shipment. Maybe DHL did it. Did we?
No. I just want to make sure that you packaged the actual hardware, the fucking thing.
They all just like nod at you.
The next person that didn't leave to the next person, and nobody else showed up along the way, right? And this facility.
The shipping guys, they could have done something.
Just for instance, at no point during the packaging, putting it together, handing it over to the guys in the warehouse, did it, I don't know, humor me, come across, I look at the guy who's like the CEO or whatever, and I go, like, he didn't come into this mix at all, right?
Oh, yeah, but people are in and out of the office all the time, or labs all the time.